"Mrs. Whatsit hates you," Charles Wallace said. And that was where it made its fatal mistake. For as Meg said automatically, "Mrs. Whatsit loves me. That's what she told me, and that she loves me." Suddenly she knew. She knew love. That was what she had that it did not have. She had Mrs. Whatsit's love, and her father's, and her mother's, and the real Charles Wallace's love, and the twins, and Aunt Bea's, and she had love for them. But how could she use it? What was she meant to do? If she could give love to it, perhaps it would shrivel up and die, for she was sure that it could not withstand love. But she, in all her weakness and foolishness and baseness and nothingness, was incapable of loving it. Perhaps it was not too much to ask of her, but she could not do it. But she could love Charles Wallace. She could stand there and she could love Charles Wallace. Her own Charles Wallace, the real Charles Wallace, the child for whom she had come back to it, the child for who was so much more than she was and who was yet so utterly vulnerable. She could love Charles Wallace. "Charles, Charles, I love you, my baby brother who always takes care of me. Come back to me, Charles Wallace. Come away from it. Come back. Come home. I love you, Charles. Oh, Charles Wallace, I love you." Tears were streaming down her cheeks, but she was unaware of them. Now she was able to look at him, and this animated thing that was not her own Charles Wallace at all, she was able to look and love. "I love you, Charles Wallace. You are my darling and my dear and the light of my life and the treasure of my heart. I love you. I love you. I love you."